a pint.
Yeah.
Funny
That's
that,
what we're saying.
yeah.
Ill-advised. Attitude here.
Hiya.
Tom.
That's Tom.
Hiya, Bonfam.
Good to see you, Tom.
Good to see you. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Good to see you.
Cheers, everybody.
All right, fellas.
Welcome to the Farewell to Arms.
Yeah. Welcome to the
Farewell
party.
to Arms.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. A Merry Christmas, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You filthy animal.
Christmas. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, 007.
Yeah.
Pretty festive here. Yeah. Tis, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tis the season,
Yeah.
obviously.
My first visit here, of course, so
How do you find it?
it's very, very cosy.
Yeah.
And the bonus Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Like the log cabin.
Oh,
you
my
know.
word.
Yeah.
Lovely.
For England, James.
Christmas and
For
Bond.
me.
Actually, the Pinewood, it does have that like log
It
cabin
does,
girl
yeah.
vibe
It really
to
does,
it.
actually.
But Christmas at Pinewood, that's a good name for a future Christmas
Yeah,
episode.
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll cut that.
You shouldn't have said that.
Someone else will have already done it.
Every year we always try and think about Bond and Christmas and the link, and I try and think of childhood links. But I get muddled up with your birthday. Things that we like, GoldenEye the game. Was that Christmas or your birthday or neither?
that was Christmas. We got it with the
Yes.
N64. That was a Christmas present.
Famously not the same year GoldenEye came out.
Exactly, yeah. Because you went to GoldenEye for your birthday, which was around
Yeah.
Christmas. With Rob.
That would be one of my main Christmas Bond memories, actually.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
Tomorrow Never Dies out that Christmas.
Yes.
So I had the soundtrack on tape.
For the same time as GoldenEye.
Yeah, it was GoldenEye on
Yeah.
Whoa, what a combo.
Absolute.
Late 90s, you can't.
Yeah, I think so exciting. We were right in that wheelhouse, though, for enjoyment.
Right age as well.
Yeah.
World is Not Enough, the N64 game.
That is one of
won
my
it.
big Christmas memories.
Is it? Yeah.
Massive Christmas memories.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, such a bizarre story, but I got a Carbrini jumper from JD.
Carbrini.
And
Nice drink, that.
yeah, and
Calbray.
we
Cheers, Carl.
My mum accidentally spilt red wine down it and ruined it on Christmas Day.
Sheesh.
And said, "Oh, so I'll sort it." And I remember going upstairs and sulking, playing N64. Well, it's not enough for a good 3 or 4 hours.
yeah.
I don't actually think it was my game. I think it was David's. But
Did you have to ask permission, when it was somebody else's
Oh,
game?
yeah.
yeah.
Can
But
I go on the
Yeah.
But David's birthday is the week before Christmas. So the amount of times that I used to say to him, just get this for James Bond. Just get. So he got GoldenEye the week before. And
Really?
so good.
So cool.
Yeah.
Nightfire was another...
Nightfire was
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
biggest one.
because
Absolutely.
that had a pretty decent multiplayer mode, I think.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, yeah, one of them was like a Christmas lodge in the snow, wasn't
Yes.
it? That was a really good level on multiplayer.
nice.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten all about
Really
that.
good one, yeah.
Brilliant
Because you
game.
could start miles away and then all the action would converge at the one
Amazing.
lodge kind of
Yeah.
thing.
We need more of that, don't we?
you're back
A
on
new
board.
Bond. Or a game,
Yeah,
Snow.
well,
Snow.
Yeah. Keep seeing stuff about the game, but nothing
Yeah, still.
concrete.
It's pretty sad that we've not skied this millennium in Bond.
Come on, the end of Quantum of Solace, come on. Very dry
Building up
film.
that appetite, though, when you see it, it's going to be...
Hot, dry film. Yeah.
I think my favourite Christmas memory about Bond is actually a recent one, because my little boy got, I think it was 2 Christmases ago, got a Lego train set, but he also got the Lego Aston Martin as well.
Oh, yeah.
So he had before we all went out to Christmas, get-togethers and whatever. We set up. We did, like what he calls a setup, which is a scene. So we did a setup of Bond chasing a train, but getting on the train, and it was like halfway through, it was like, I'm enjoying more than this more than Bond. Just playing this with him, and it was all about a porta potty that the train was pulling behind.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. So the train was like, and behind was a porta potty being dragged, and Bond like trying to get out to the porta potty, throwing the door open, and it was. My little boy had never seen a poo Lego piece before. You get them now. So there was one in the porta potty. So it's about James Bond, chasing down villains for the contents of their porta potty.
Tiny Lego
like a tiny
big
little
potty.
poo. Yeah.
Is it to scale?
It's a big. I have to be honest, it's a big movement. It's a big old movement. Yeah. Real issues.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's a Christmas episode.
There was a guy we were speaking to at the Bond in Yorkshire gathering in Leeds. When he goes to his sister's house on Christmas Day, they always watch a Bond film, and it's always between her two favourites. And it took us a while to kind of narrow it down, but whew,
Do you want to guess?
yeah.
I always think Goldfinger would be a crisp.
Yeah, but that's not one of them. The same actor for both of them.
For your eyes only.
You got the right actor.
Octopussy.
That's one of them. And then his other one that him and his sister will always watch on Christmas Day. Octopussy or...
Vita Kill.
Yeah.
Has
How about that for a Christmas Day?
to be. You're not.
Loved him already.
You're
As
having
soon as
the
I met
best
him.
time.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas is saved every year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yilmaz. Yilmaz.
Yeah, that's the mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's him. That's Anna.
That's our man.
That's on that.
I love it.
Chris, any big Christmas memories?
Apart from N64 and GoldenEye, and then getting the Shaken and Stirred
Yes. Yeah.
album, as well as Tomorrow Never Dies soundtrack
yeah.
that same Christmas. Again, recent ones with like Ernie getting the Goldfinger Playmobil is pretty special.
Oh, the Playmobil was so cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it had the rotating.
Number plate.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice.
Class.
So, it's Christmas. Should we have a game?
You got to.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Of course.
Is it Top Trumps again?
It's not touch trumps. I think we're going to have a game of consequences. So what you do with this, it's going to be a bit different, but I'm going to give you each piece of paper, and I'm going to say a person. So it's going to be James Bond met, and then you're going to write a person.
With it from the Bond world?
Everything that is done has to be from the Bond world.
Carl Bryan.
So it has to be in the Bond world, right?
The Bond cinematic world.
Bond cinematic world. Yes.
So
The Fleming.
Can just I've never played Consequences before.
Okay.
I've not.
So what's going to happen
Yeah.
is I'm going to give you each a piece of paper,
Yeah.
and at the top, I just want you to write on your paper, James Bond met, and just at the top of the page, and then
Right,
after
I
that,
get it.
we're all going to write a
Take
person.
one, pass it on here.
And then you fold it over and then
Yes.
pass it round. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
That's it.
Brilliant.
You fold it
Brilliant.
over, and then I'm going to give you a next question, and we're going to do it that way.
How many questions will there be?
There are
just so I know how
six
much to
overall.
fold?
There are 6 overall, so it will come
Yeah,
back
thank
to
you.
you. So put James Bond
How big to
met.
make your folds, are you thinking?
James Bond met.
Yes.
James
In the middle.
Bond.
Or is
It
it
doesn't matter either way. We're just going to read them out. And then you think of someone from the Bond world and put that person down.
in the first one as well?
Yes, next to it. I love the detail.
And then fold.
And then fold.
Do you add anything else about it?
So you met and then fold over.
Fold over, yeah?
then-
That's
okay.
it.
And that's done. James
And
Bond
then
met.
pass
I like
it.
this.
So,
Classic.
something about this.
Shall I pass it?
So you pass it to Tom, so
Yeah.
it's anti-clockwise,
And
is that
then
right?
you pass it to Rob.
Yeah.
That's backwards.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, what are we doing here?
You pass to me.
Clockwise.
This is anti-clockwise.
Yeah. The next one, at,
Quarter.
and then you've got to put a James Bond location.
So what's...
Do you write on the back of that?
No, you put it right underneath it. So
Right,
next
yeah.
bit, and then you fold over.
Ah, right.
So
James
at,
Bond, what was it, this one?
This
At.
is it's just at.
and then you
Right.
put a James Bond location.
Oh, right,
If you
okay.
think about what's come
yeah,
before.
Yeah.
And then fold it over again.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the name.
Wayne Rooney.
That was incredible.
Oh, no, I can't remember the name.
Amazing.
right.
Okay, and then pass it on.
Yeah.
So you have to be quite conservative with your folding, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't thought about that.
This could go on. I don't know how long.
Yeah.
You know, this is how Purvis and Wade right there.
They don't think about the consequences when they
Consequence
There's only about 3
free.
folds.
Then a sexy bit.
Okay.
They draw that bit though.
So the next one. For Christmas.
Capital letter, is this the start of a new sentence?
Do you write that for
For Christmas, he gave them.
They gave them.
Well, it's Bond who gives it, isn't it? He gave.
Oh,
them-
yes. Yeah. Brilliant. Sorry.
Yeah. And then I want you to put a gadget or any item that's in a James Bond film.
Any
yeah.
item from a Bond film.
I know what everyone's thinking of, Mince.
Yeah.
Third nipple. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So all right.
Yes, we all did it.
I'm loving this already.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if we write similar things. Like,
Yeah.
you learn,
Find out.
what's at the front of our mind.
I found out more about myself.
Playing Christmas consequences at the farewell
James
to arms.
Bond.
And the farewell to all.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
crucial to this.
That could have been at, couldn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
The next one, they said, and then you have to do a quote.
Yeah.
And that's from the person they've met.
Yeah.
So it's not a James Bond quote, it's a quote from
anyone.
anyone else in the Bond film.
Anyone else in a Bond film.
Yeah.
This is an actual quote from a film.
You've got to use a quote from a film. Yeah.
And it's about receiving the gift.
Yeah, I mean, it's very
Jesus,
unlikely
yeah.
to make sense. Just
Right,
throw,
okay, right.
throw whatever you say out.
Do you need an explanation of who it is who's saying that? Or no? So it's doing the right voice when it's read out.
I just feel like I've been doing it like how I would follow on my own story.
That's
Is
absolutely
that-
fine. So
You
Is
can
that
do
what
that,
it's-
but yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but now I'm disappointed it won't.
It's
It's not going to happen.
Mine's
the way
all
that-
just
them on
random
again.
nonsense.
It makes sense.
it makes sense.
Two more to
Makes
go.
sense. Yeah.
Okay,
oh, no, this
next
is
one.
great. I like it. I love
James
it.
Bond replied, and you just need to do a James Bond quote.
Yeah, it's strictly James Bond quote.
Yeah.
Sappy. Exam conditions.
See-through pencil case.
10 minutes left. I just think of the Mr. Bean.
Yeah. The second bit of paper.
And have you seen the meme, of course, of that? With
Oh.
but Mr. Bean, he's copying, isn't he?
Yeah.
And on one, it says Michael Apted and then Mr. Bean, like Sam Mendes.
Sorry, thanks, mate.
The final
Hopefully you
one.
did the right one.
The consequence was, and you just need to then put something that happened in a James Bond film.
But it can't be in reference to a specific character. It's just something that happened to somebody.
It can be whatever you say, write whatever you want.
Yeah.
If it happened in a Bond film, you can write it. And then pass it on.
I admit it's rather kinky.
I'm running out of.
That's it, it's done now.
That's
It's done,
it,
alright, it's done.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
and
you.
then what we'll do is we'll open it one by one,
Yeah.
and you have to read the whole story. So,
excited.
Tom, why don't you start and we'll go down the table.
So exciting, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cover it up each one. No spoilers. James Bond met Shady Tree. Oh. At Mrs. Fekesh's gaff. I'm trying to work out who the writing actually. I think that's Rob's writing, but anyway. At Mrs. Fekesh's gaff, for Christmas, he gave to them the crocodile submarine.
Oh, big spectre.
They said, resurrection.
Crocodile is that.
James Bond replied, this is Rob, is it? No, I don't. If you were a baby, wouldn't you be naked?
That's me.
And the consequence was, they sat on a sofa that swallowed them up.
Class.
Very good.
What's the situation? Very good.
Matt's
Very
writing.
good.
Yeah.
Go on, Rob.
Very easy.
Very enjoyable. I know, yeah. James Bond met Knick Knack
It's gotta be.
at Bladen Safe House.
Picture him there.
Is he working there? The kitchen.
Yeah, massive fire.
Green Foreshine, Nick Nat Tabasco.
Yeah.
Throwing bottles at them.
For Christmas, he gave them Smart Blood.
Oh, very good.
They said, I think he's attempting re-entry, sir.
Yeah.
James Bond replied, well, I've had lunch, but I seem to have missed this. The consequence was he was chucked into the river in Bangkok. Such an illicit tryst between Bond and Knick Knack.
Very good.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Oh, I loved it.
I mustn't peep.
Yeah, no peeping.
James Bond met Gunter at the cellar where James Bond had his knackers smashed. Erotic fan fiction.
British sex comedy.
When he gets really angry with that, you know, his helper on the Majesty's at the lift.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No! Yeah. Scary, that. Look out for that, Harry.
For Christmas, he gave them a portable crocodile tank.
Tank.
Yeah.
Nice.
They said, forget it, Curly. You had your chance and you blew it. James Bond replied, better make that too.
Excellent.
The consequence was being locked in a suitcase and getting called Big Belly.
These are really good.
Right.
That was like
2.5.
Man in a suitcase.
Right.
Yeah.
James Bond met Scarpine at Palmyra. For Christmas, he gave them a pair of white swimming shorts from his time on Nassau.
lovely.
Consistent.
Quite nice.
They said, you can come and go as you like.
That's
Yeah. James Bond replied,
surely that was yours, Rob.
the consequence was she was shot in the head.
Scarpine's a woman.
Is it?
James Bond met Klaus Hergesheimer
That's the answer there.
Yeah.
at the Bottoms Up Club.
I bet he did.
Lads.
I'm just checking radiation, I promise.
For Christmas, he gave them a Spectre ring at the Bottoms Up Club.
Yeah.
They said, that's détente, comrade.
It's quite spy, this.
Yeah.
James Bond replied, who the hell is Lazar? The consequence was the flooding of Silicon Valley.
High stakes conversation.
I definitely watched that one.
And with the Gordon Gunn levels of lack of logic.
One death in the whole thing.
Right. James Bond met Professor Metz
Yeah. He
at
had
the
to-
Monsoon Palace.
Oh,
Whoa, just picture that.
What are you doing, you stupid?
For Christmas, he gave them Chrome, the parrot.
Can only be Tom, that. No?
They said, a woman? James Bond replied, you're bloody lucky to be alive. And the consequence was Chuck Farrell got suffocated by Zenya's thighs. Outstanding.
very good.
Very, very good. So good. So very good. Right.
That
Do with the
was
toilet.
class.
Yeah.
Toilet break.
Yeah, sure.
Is that all right? Jury still out.
Not as great as I thought it was.
Green 4, this is Control, where are you? Green 4 to base. We have dangerous gas.
Did you want a mince pie, Rob?
No, actually, I did,
Another thing you've never
I
had.
detest them.
Like, I'm not that keen on them. I detest them.
I can't think of anything worse to put in my mouth.
Should we put
Maybe
Tabasco
all
on
the
it
way.
and see what?
All the way.
Tabasco. I will have a Tabasco.
Is that so like? Is that so? You presumably want like Christmas pudding or anything?
No, I don't like. Because I think it's the raisin
Yeah.
stuff. I'm not sure where I stand on it, and because I don't know where I stand, like a child, I just can't stand it. I'm a grown man.
No.
These been dropped off at the bar for you.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you, Santa.
cheers. Greatness.
So,
Oh,
really ho 7. Oh, whoa. Well, let me have a look. You open it, Chris. Have a look. Oh, there's presents.
Gifts.
Looks like gifts for everyone.
From Harrods. What do I got?
Is that a Betty Holt, sir?
It is.
Yeah.
To the boys at Really 007, here are a few presents for you to enjoy this Christmas. All my love, Father Christmas, Station L.
Oh, very good.
P.S. Take it easy on Daniel. P.P.S. I do know how Christmas trees are grown.
Outstanding.
Right, hold on. Oh.
Do they have names on them? So who?
What does that say?
Who loves Thunderball the most?
Ooh.
yeah.
I'd say it was probably me or Chris, I would have thought.
Oh, well, hold on.
Where?
Who wants to
Who wants to go back to where it all began?
At Skyfall.
For Tom, Neville and I.
What?
I don't know what, right, okay. Hold on, let's just go through them all.
We show for us.
Who likes to live and let die?
You live to die another day.
Which of you loves those diamonds the most?
Thanks you.
Yeah. I think one more. Oh no, two more maybe. To the biggest Octopussy fan.
Whoa.
You could actually say Tom to all these.
You're going home with them all. This is the last one, I think. More pussy, it says.
What is going on, Santa?
I don't know.
This is disgraceful for Santa.
So is that who also likes Octopussy the most?
Yeah.
Oh, is there one each? No, there's 7. 7.
Well, let's decide who's getting what.
So the one about Tom Neville was presumably not from Santa to us. So.
Tom Neville and I. Tom Neville and I.
Tom Neville and I. I'm
John Neville was an actor.
To the biggest Octopus. Right, we need to work out who's getting what then.
Right.
So what?
Because Tom can't have them all.
What kind of? How well do people know their rankings?
I don't know my own ranking.
I think Harry Live and Let Die, I think, was highest.
Yeah, he's a defender of it.
Yeah.
Harry has Live and Let
makes
Die.
sense.
I think
need
Chris
defending.
probably maybe
No,
Thunderball.
it's true.
What were the other options? What were the other?
Octopussy.
Twice.
Where it all
Back
began.
where it all began.
At Skyfall. So John, I think, out of us.
Unless it's Dr. No.
See, I
Oh, cool.
interpreted Dr. No, yeah.
But then Chris will be Doctor No, maybe.
Or Octopussy, where our first No.
So Chris would. No.
I don't know. I'd have to find out. Thunderball?
Well, I love them all. So
I know,
I'm
yeah.
not.
Well, I'll take Live and Let Die.
Take it.
Thunderball's in my top 6 or 7. So.
But I think Tom definitely likes Diamonds Are Forever the most.
I'd say
okay.
that. I'd
So-
definitely say that.
Diamonds.
I would say.
Devastated if there aren't diamonds in here. Conflict diamonds.
Yeah, they aren't for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm so excited by the shape of these as well.
Right, where it all began, if it's Dr. No, then Chris.
Yeah.
Who needs
Then-
more pussy?
Well, we've got
Let's have the
the biggest
Octopussy
Octopussy fan, more pussy, and who loves Thunderball the most? Out of who's left. And for Tom, Neville and I, is that a Bond film? Tom
Tomorrow, never.
I saw
Never Dies. Tom Never Dies. Maybe.
Which one for Rob, though? I don't.
Oh, I'd take anything.
I'd say
I love all
I
of them.
like Octopussy the best out of those 3 films on there.
The biggest
That's
Octopussy fan.
the Benson. That's definitely Rob.
Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good point, that.
Tom Never Dies.
Yeah.
Give it over.
Leaving just Thunderball and more pussy.
Which one do you want, right?
But there's two.
Better say Thunderball, really.
What do you want? Which one?
So there's a bonus.
Yeah.
Bonus pussy.
Whoever wins gets more pussy. Great.
Pussy. Yeah, that one never gets mentioned. That one.
No,
does it?
never does.
So is the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it again.
See.
The first one, yeah, that's really good though. Pussy.
You want me to go first?
Mentioned.
It doesn't.
Usually gets mentioned by
So
anyone.
excited by this.
But the,
Yeah.
that's
Good over it.
Go on, Harry. Go on.
It's the shape.
They all look like the
soft
same shape.
I know what
right.
it is.
Which is this one,
excited.
Harry?
Live and let die. Well, who likes live? Who likes to live and let die? Oh,
Oh, I've just realised what they all are now.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It's the shaping of it. It's like,
mini mo.
Oh, that's absolutely
how mint is that? Look at that.
Beautiful.
Say that. Thank you, Santa.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Mini moke.
Flipping it.
Good. Something with
Good.
barrels.
What?
Harbour stuff as well in the back. Oh, this is great.
Underrated.
Thank you, Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Whoever brought them.
Well, Santa.
Yeah.
The real Santa.
Go for it, Rob.
I'm diving in.
What was yours again?
For Tom Neville and Di. But there's no comma between
Oh, so
Tom.
Tom Neville.
Yeah, Tom Neville.
Very Harry Potter. Keep on saying Tom
Yeah,
Riddle.
yeah.
Tom Neville. Oh,
Neville.
oh, it is a vehicle.
A vehicle.
My word.
There we are.
This. That is amazing.
The smash windscreen.
Yeah, the windscreen.
Yeah.
That's
Windscreen all smashed up.
He wants to know why.
The thing that cuts the.
Yeah, and the
cable.
tire burster things,
Yeah.
diamonds, whatever they are.
These are cracking.
These are amazing.
Are these the
Thank
same
you,
as
Secret Santa.
what you-
Whoever that is.
Goodness me.
Great scene.
Amazing. Absolutely
Yeah, it is.
incredible.
Right.
Yeah, unbelievable scene.
Yeah.
Shall I go
Real
next?
Bond as well.
What did
Who
you do with
loves
it?
Thunderball the most? So. Might be.
I think after our review,
We all
we all ended up.
Yeah.
Good.
Especially
So
Rick
can I
Van
have that
Dupton.
back?
Fiona's.
Violpe.
Fiona.
Fiona's.
I said Violpe, no.
Fiolpe.
Goodness me.
Nice.
For Udinese, yeah.
Those are Stoke.
Bond's turned to her, you know.
Is that the hotel entrance as well where they park up?
it is.
I've never seen Bond less interested in a woman like flirting with her.
Yeah, it's
Desperately,
amazing.
just really
Yeah.
like,
Looking at the
don't
sea
like
monitor,
her,
isn't it? Yeah.
Probably.
Lovely.
Nice.
Right,
Go on, John.
to the biggest Octopussy fan. I kind of feel like a bit of a fraud taking that title because we're all obsessed.
And I'm worried that you've already got all the Octopussy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which would justify I'm the biggest Octopussy fan.
Yes.
Look at that. That's
Spilt basket.
Wow.
It's got him in
Bond
it.
facing backwards shooting.
so good, isn't it? VJ in the front.
Yeah, this is.
So good.
Easy come, easy go.
Thank God for hard currency.
Is that a trashed up bowl of fruit as well?
Is it?
Oh, excellent.
This should
Camel
shake
in the
them off.
background. yeah. There's no blunderbuss though. There's no.
It just needs,
It's quite scary, the music.
it just needs Jim from Friday Night Dinner to be juggling those fights. It's unbelievable that.
Need to see it. Yes.
You know that? You watch Friday Night Dinner?
Never
seen it, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Jim, the weird guy who knocks on.
Mark Heap.
Mark Heap.
Yeah.
He's actually one of the jugglers juggling the fire.
yeah, he looks
in
like him, doesn't
Octopussy.
he?
Is
Is he?
100%.
It can't be him.
No,
because
it
he
is.
wouldn't be
No, it
old.
is. It's his first credit in acting.
No way.
I think someone's done that because it's a look.
100% it's Mark Heap juggling fire.
Next week, you know, like revealing
That's
an
it.
exclusive interview with
I know.
Octopussy juggler Mark Heap.
That's unbelievable. What a revelation.
And then
It's incredible.
just talking about Big Trade.
Yeah.
Right.
There's only you.
Have you got that already, though?
Go on,
John?
Chris.
Right. Well, you might be able to.
You want more pussy?
Secret Santa.
Oh, it is Doctor No.
That is beautiful.
Whoa.
That is so good.
Lovely. I love the scenery.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, isn't
First
it?
car James Bond drives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh, it's got the diorama goes around the
Yeah.
side as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Incredible.
He tells me this. I don't know if it's true, but my dad had one of these apparently.
The toy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's massive news.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So good. The hand on the steering wheel, just like.
I have to be last, Matthew.
Yeah, yeah.
Always.
What would it be in diamonds? If it is diamonds.
The hearse.
A moon. Oh,
Will you please get out, you irritating man?
it's the moon buggy.
That shows you how twisted diamonds are forever.
Not the tricycle, sadly, but you know.
People
hate that,
with the big chubby wheels. Tires.
That guy waiting to be kicked off. Just show and
Nice.
tell.
Well, that was a nice surprise.
Well, there's one.
There is one more.
Do you think John has that then? It's for his big collection.
Have you got what? How much Octopussy stuff have you got?
I have nearly all of them.
Is there anything you've not got?
The one I don't have is the police car, the Polizei.
The German.
Yeah. And I don't have the Alfa Romeo that Bond nicks to drive off either.
Should we see? If,
Well, you guys go for it.
yeah.
Have it if it.
Flashline bitter.
Go on,
Here we go.
let's see
Here we go.
Oh no,
What do we
Flashline bitter is Last Crusade.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, so what
Same,
we're
very
talking
similar
about.
films.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, this is prime Bond. Look at that.
on the tracks.
On the train track.
So beautiful.
I mean, look at that. Roger in his red Star Trek
yeah.
greased outfit as well. I mean, that is just bombing it.
Yeah.
You know? Unbelievable.
Brill.
Yeah.
Is it? It is on the track.
It's on the tracks of 007.
On track.
N007. So good.
Goodness, going home with
It's
presents.
so good.
I know. Yeah.
Should we have waited until Christmas Day?
Don't think I could have waited.
No. That is
So
class.
you live to die another day.
Yeah.
Boys with toys.
Yeah. Very good.
Very good. Yeah. Wait, I'm waiting about 5 minutes.
Can you get on those
Boys with toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously it's Christmas, and the most Christmassy Bond film is on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Yeah. On Her Majesty's. I think,
Yeah.
His Gloria.
Very good.
Peace, glory.
Do have some allergies, so maybe I need a trip there. But obviously, this is one of those films that really divides, the fans, and I think that people absolutely love it, and it's just some people can't get on with it. But I'm really
John's
interested
brother.
I'm really interested to hear what your hot take on
There might be some Tabasco there.
Her Madge.
Is there?
Oh, spin it.
A regular section.
We can
of
put it on
the
this
show.
mince pie plate.
On there.
Four.
So, just make sure it's.
No.
Whoa,
Math. Yeah, I'd say that's math.
Now?
Perhaps this, out of the three films that go together almost, of You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's, and then Diamonds Are Forever, it's actually this, rather than Diamonds Are Forever, where I'd probably think of it not as the classic Blofeld.
Yes.
And I know Diamonds Are Forever and Charles Gray often get said that because he's not bald,
Yeah.
but, maybe I don't know because of the outfit and everything. So in some ways, I don't know whether it's a question to pose or whatever, but perhaps does it need to be Blofeld? Could it just be a one-off villain? It would still work the same. I know there's the Spectre element and everything, but could it not be a villain that they're aware of who is trying to get this claim on, being landed gentry or whatever it is?
He's the odd one out of all those.
I think
Blofeld.
so.
Well, I wondered whether that might be a bit of a hot take, because often people don't often say that, but he was recast from Donald Pleasance to Telly Savalas.
He's American.
But, yeah, and I think it was partly because of him being more of a physical threat.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether people agree with that or.
Would it have to be Bond's wife was killed on Blofeld's orders, though?
Perhaps. Yeah.
But it isn't him who does it. It's underrated.
Irma Bunce, who is an underrated villain.
She is
but,
massively so.
so no, maybe there is that. But
When I was thinking about this, I was thinking about On Her Majesty's and Blofeld. I always think about Blofeld and how well it's fulfilled ever. I do the Telly Savalas. It's do you think he's the least remembered one somehow?
Not by Bond fans these days, but I think he is in the general public.
Yeah, in the general public.
My view is what I've said before is that he's the most remote of the Blofelds.
Yeah.
So No, actually, Charles Gray's quite remote, but they're both of bases at the end where there is hundreds and hundreds of men around them, and you get that scale sense.
Yeah.
But the whole point of Pit's Glory is that he's hidden.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's going doing the dirty work himself. He's the one skiing and all the rest of it. So I think he's the best Blofeld, but I think it loses that kind of omnipresence and boss-like quality that you think of Blofeld because he's doing that hands-on work, really.
Yeah. So when I was thinking, like, do I think of that less than any of the others as the same one who's in From Russia with Love and Thunderball? Do I think of Telly Savalas's Blofeld as the one behind the saying, number 7, please? And I know it's recast and everything, but anyway, that was just.
And including Christoph Waltz.
Good point.
This is better than Majesty.
I think it might. The point might still stand. Potentially.
Just realised I never think of the one that you can't see the face of as bald. Because I know it's Max von Sydow.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Remember that one.
Anyways.
You want me to spin again? Good one.
Right, so.
You did say you had 2.
Well, yeah.
No, they don't want it.
Right.
The plate's a problem.
Try and do it a different way.
The sight's a bit off.
Get rid of the plate.
John.
Okay. Right. Excuse me. So, first of all, I think On Her Majesty's Secret Service is an unbelievable film. I think it's one of the absolute greatest films in the franchise. I read the book for the first time this year, and I have to say the film is, in my opinion, infinitely better than the book. I think the character of Tracy is so much more fleshed out in the film than it is in the book. I think the chase is so much better in the film than it is in the book. I think there is a better economy use of characters in the film than in the book. For example, in the book, Sir Hilary Bray and the Sable Basilisk are 2 separate characters. And then, so putting them together is just good economy, good use of it. But having said all that, and I recognise the irony of this because I've said that I think it's a perfect film, there is one scene in the book that I really wish was in the film. So, if you remember in the film, do you remember the character Campbell, the guy who wears the blonde curly hair, woolly jumper, striking-looking guy? So in the book, he's quite a big character, and there's a scene where he gets caught by Blofeld. Now, in the film, all you see is him hung, don't you? But in the book, there's a scene where he gets caught, and Bond as Hilary Bray is also captured, and they interrogate Campbell. And Campbell's looking at Hilary Bray or Bond to say, just give yourself up. And Bond has to deny that he knows Campbell. He has to deny that he knows Campbell or just keep quiet. So Campbell gets killed for it. And it shows this more aspect of that Bond has to stick at it for the mission and sacrifice. And I was thinking, I wish that scene was in the film. I wish we saw Campbell.
Because he's so committed to the mission, he'll have to.
Just think, if they'd have added that to it, it'd have been even more tension. And because I think one of the things with Majesty's is that you feel that tension, you feel he's claustrophobic and trapped there anyway, and then it's frantic when he's getting chased. And just that one more scene, I think it could have tipped it over the edge, but it would. It's just incredible.
So, it's all character, that, isn't it? As well. It all adds to character, both Campbell and Bond. And anything that adds to character, I think, is if it can be done smoothly and efficiently without drawing away from the main, narrative thrust. I think it's worth doing.
Makes him more desperate when he meets Tracy as well.
Oh yeah,
if he's had to do that.
Yeah.
Ian Fleming, that guy, he might have had a few good ideas, mightn't he?
Maybe. Go on.
But obviously, the film's better than his.
Can I give it another spin? Tom.
I've said this before, so it's not a spoiler for you guys, but the ending is criticised that it's it's the perfect ending, isn't it? As in cinematically, and then and people are like, but I absolutely love that ending. I'll defend that because nowadays, of course, they would even put We Have All the Time in the World on some other film that was nothing to do with that. But I just think this works perfectly because you have it's done so quickly, the moments crying, with her in his arms, and then just a really lovely flute instrumental. But then, no, Bond is going to be back. I do rather than having a scene of him shooting someone in the leg and then standing on a platform and saying the name is Bond, James Bond. Just do the theme, a brilliant version of the theme, and I think that version of the theme is one of the best as well on the synthesizer. So that's my.
Nice.
It's a hot take because people don't seem to like. They want the We Have All the Time in the World to have it because it's only on in a what do you call it?
Montage.
Montage, yeah. So I it's positive.
Yeah, and it's like there'll be another story. We're not.
Don't worry
moping.
about Bond.
Yeah. Out of revenge.
And you do get a bit of the
Diamonds off.
the World's Not Enough instrumental. Sorry, World's Not Enough.
Yeah.
We Have All the World in it.
All the world in the time.
Same film. But someone please disagree. I'm sure John would rather have had or just the instrumental maybe.
I think it's just such a hard one, full stop. To think. I think I've kind of come to terms with it. I even though I've said what I've said, I wouldn't change anything that's in the film. I might add something to it, but I wouldn't change anything. So
you're still crying though at the end. It's not that ruined it because I thought I was in the emotion. And then
it comes down to personal taste, and the bit when they attack Piz Gloria with the Bond theme kicks in. I would have preferred Barry's
absolutely
for the score. It sort of takes you out a little bit.
I agree with that.
But again, that's just taste, isn't it?
Interesting.
Very exciting.
Or just a new version of the Bond theme by him, a new
the gun
arrangement.
Yeah.
Ping ping version.
He's been here a few times. Merry Christmas.
Nice.
Do you want me to,
who's who?
Spinner again? Who's that? Me, Rob and Chris?
Yeah.
I say that's you, probably me. Yeah.
Me? Is it?
Yeah.
It's not me, is it? I find it... I watched it quite recently and trying to think about this is quite difficult. When watching it, it's not a hot take at all, but I was thinking this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, this is brilliant. Every bit, every scene, and George Lazenby is absolutely amazing in the film. He is a superb Bond and takes over brilliantly from Connery with a bit of his own new touch to it. Maybe the first layer of my supposedly hot take would be that he is the perfect Bond, George Lazenby. I don't think you could improve on him in this film. But then I was thinking, because none of the other actors could, and then I thought, actually, hold on.
I could do that.
No, genuinely, I started to think, actually, I could imagine all the other actors in this film doing a really, really good job. And I thought maybe people won't agree with me on this, so this is going to be my hot take, as it were. I think all of them would do a very good job. And then that must be, only in my view, because of what a brilliant story and what a brilliant film, how well directed it is. And obviously you've got the music and all, how it looks. I think you could put all the other actors in and it still be an absolutely perfect film. And yet, like I say, I think Lazenby is brilliant. This is not taking anything away from him. Perhaps more just to say this film is so good that it doesn't necessarily rely on Lazenby. I don't know.
I agree. I think the one that maybe you'd like to see the most is Connery, because all the others we have seen them being a bit startled and upset at various points, but we never when he walks in and Paul is dead, there's a bit of a look. It's probably, because famously Aki, people don't like the way that she's dead. What is it? But you can imagine him at the end.
Exactly. Just imagining.
I'm glad it was this way.
Oh, yeah.
I think the most difficult bit, particularly for Connery or anyone else, is that bit where he's almost lost and he's sat down and then Tracy appears. I can't imagine not Connery being so vulnerable and so
because of what's come before as well, what we're used to with him.
Sure.
I think,
true.
Because you've got a new actor, you've got permission for a woman to take the lead. You know, because I think I do think that.
No, I was talking about a woman.
Yeah. I do think
That in itself is not funny.
Yeah.
because it is the vulnerability, and it's not to say that the others can't be vulnerable. It's not saying that at all. It's more a case of because he's new, because he's not an actor. It's his first ever film and all the rest of it. It gives permission for someone like Diana Rigg, Dirty Diana Rigg to take that lead, to drive that car, to save Bond.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Sean Connery ever being saved by someone else because he's that good. Do you know what I mean? That's
But our key, can you imagine her saving him in the ice rink?
But I do like if those actors were given a chance, I'd be pretty confident that they might be able to. I think
That's a really, really interesting one. That all the Bonds could do this because, like, for so long you've been thinking like I can't picture anyone else doing it. That's really changed my perspective. It really has because now I can actually think about it. Like, I'd love to see Roger. Like,
and like Pierce Brosnan will be nibbling, chewing her ear when she's dead, waiting for her to die before
Brosnan,
tucking in.
Oh,
No, exactly.
Roger.
or do it, like pain faces in grief. Like,
But how good would it be for each of the other actors to have had their on a Majesty?
That's true.
almost. They're on a Majesty's moment.
Yeah.
People will say Craig had his Vespa.
Yes.
Closest, probably.
Yeah.
It is the closest, I think, actually, isn't it? Crucially, not Madeline, you know. Nothing to
This
do
is
with
just
Madeline.
on the same theme, but you said you think the film is better than the book. Do you think the film is better than the book with Casino Royale? It's more expanded, obviously.
all right, I'll just say it as it is. I've yet to read a book that's better than a film.
Is that because you saw the film first?
No, I think the one that's nearest is Dr. No. I think
Yeah.
I've read that book and I thought, wow, that's a really strong book, and I think I can see a lot of comparisons, and I like a lot of the stuff in that about how Dr. No tests Bond. There's more time. I've yet to read another one that matches a film.
The squid.
Sorry, that's just my opinion.
No,
you know?
just are we talking about all film and book? Or
just Bond?
Just
Just
Bond.
Bond.
just Bond.
Just Bond. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was like,
No, I was like, Rob's career, like.
Sorry, Rob.
Books are rubbish.
stakes are really high.
Rob, can you just do the screenplay instead? Please?
Do you want me to spin again? Oh, it's between you two.
Oh, it's us two. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
do you want to?
Would you like to go?
Can we still have the spin just for the? Please?
Yeah, because it might decide this.
Tension.
Look at that.
All right. So I think, and I did double check this earlier. Actually, I always thought that Bond. There are no children in here, are there?
Oh no.
Bond finding a jazz mag was quite on, but he finds the Playboy in Humboldt's office. It is Humboldt's. Humboldt, that's it.
Humboldt too. Is he a Bond?
It wouldn't be the first thing on one of these live ones that I got wrong. He finds the Playboy, and I love that he finds it, and he's all like, well, this is a bit better. This is while away the hours a little bit. But when he's leaving the office later, he's taken a massive 3-page centerfold out.
Yeah, that's.
And he just like, on a character, what? Why? Does he go home and he's like, And then, are there other ones round, has he got a teenage boy's bedroom? Is that like...
in Ross's room at university?
Yeah.
FHM.
But so obviously, because the movies are all on Prime again now. I had another look. No, you see the anatomy very, very clearly on this thing.
Yeah.
Like,
12A.
Imagine if he died. Like, he was found the cutout from a jazz mag on his back. For me, it's not the classiest or coolest thing you could possibly be doing.
He gives a proper pervy smirk when he looks
He's
at it.
made up with it.
Good vibes.
Yeah. This will look great in my wank dungeon.
My own little Pit's Glory.
Jazz Glory.
It's really weird. It's an offbeat moment. It's a character weird step for me. That one. That I don't
Roger
like.
wouldn't do that, would he?
No.
No. He'd like, I've got the real thing, mate.
Yeah. In the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah.
I don't care.
Lovely
for it.
little
Don't
moment.
care for it. Yeah.
But it doesn't ruin the film, so.
No. No. I quite like the boldness of it as well. Like he's wandering around the office like, he's going through a corridor. Like,
Bring it back for money, Penny.
yeah.
I'm now thinking about my last point about all the other actors.
Yeah.
Roger Moore,
Dalton, like.
Daniel Craig, no. Dalton, no.
Yeah, he really was pioneering.
Only Lazenby.
Yeah,
Only he can play
He's
that.
vulnerable. Let the women have more of a say on his wall.
Better than the clues at the end of Spectre. Posters of people.
Photographic printed them off.
Who said that? It's like, was it you? Like, Blowfellow, whoever, taking the time, he just nearly died. Like, so I want an A4 print, black and white. We can't go in this building.
It was like, so when are we going to do this attack? Well, we've got to wait for Vistaprint to deliver all the stuff I sent them yesterday.
Why is it so
or him, like, in a copier place, like, right?
Yeah.
What are you working on? Like? Nothing. Or telling someone else, like, do you mind? Can you just take this? Can you?
Coming back on the wrong side. It's like, no, they are really good.
Or him like with an inkjet printer on wireless. Like, why do these never connect? Sake.
See, can you?
Cartridge. Like
Paper jam.
paper jam. Cleaning the printing heads up.
Is that George?
What was that for?
Well,
Go on, Chris.
It was really difficult.
Because you're a big
like John, absolutely love it. I think it's an incredible film. I suppose my hot take is the acknowledgement that not everyone thinks it's an incredible film. And I do think that it is, of the series, nothing touches it visually in terms of the cinematography, the editing, even the production design, even the costumes. Everything is turned up to 11. I sort of take that as that's Peter Hunt saying, I'm owning Bond. He was there from day one. I'm going to really show them how to make a Bond film.
Whoa.
And I think that the visuals, it's so late 60s that some people would struggle to get past the visual style, the costumes, some of the attitudes, as we've mentioned. And I think that the editing itself is, given that things like Dr. No completely changed cinema. The editing style completely changed cinema. So on Her Majesty's, he's like taking it even further because he does remove frames. So people move. There's the bit where Dirty Diana is having a fight with Gunter, and when he gets back up, he sort of launches himself out. And I used to think that was like a mistake. Like it was. Maybe when they filmed it, there was something with the problem with the camera, but it's not. It's a deliberate choice to get him. And so he jumps a couple of frames. He actually moves across the screen much quicker than he does in real life. And I think that for when you're watching it, there's like I said, there's nothing else that can touch it. And I can sort of understand that potentially is a barrier to actually enjoying it, along with Lazenby taking over from Connery, and it just being kind of like this very different story. In terms of, the story itself, Blofeld taking, ransoming the world and UN is fairly sort of familiar. But the introduction of this woman who completely changes Bond, I think, is something new. But yeah, for me, I totally understand that what makes it for us fans of the film so special could also stop other people from enjoying it as much as we do. Yeah. But I still think, when I was watching it again, absolutely took my head off in just the way it looks, the way I don't think I've seen anything that's so. The editing is just out of this world, and I think that late 60s you've still got, like French New Wave is still influencing kind of Hollywood. You had like John Borman's Point Blank, which is the editing in that is like jump cuts and stuff. But this is a Bond film, and it feels like quite a avant-garde kind of Bond film, and so I understand the people sitting down and going, "What is this?" But I still think it's a brilliant film, and it's by far.
Given you've said that, Chris, would you not therefore have it on your Mount Rushmore? As in, I think
I
that
would,
was 4
because-
films to
yeah.
show everyone.
Yeah.
Because you're a bit worried, some might not like that one. I don't know.
I would include it because it goes to show what you can do with Bond.
Yes,
How far you can stretch it in terms of the
Yeah.
character, in terms of the brave choices that they made.
Yeah.
But it still absolutely feels like a Bond film.
Yeah.
It definitely does, and I think I would have it on my
Yeah.
for that as well, if simply because of the Tracy moment and what it is for Bond's character throughout the series.
yeah.
You know, like if you
The one emotional
whole,
one you have.
yeah, that tells you so much about Bond and his relationship with women and other
Yes,
people.
yeah.
That's why, I would have that.
I was going to say my sort of other hot take, even though it's not very hot, is that
Tepid take.
well, like in some ways, and I know it's more hindsight because it wasn't the intention, but I do like the fact that this is one on its own.
Yeah.
That it's one that looks like that,
Yeah.
looks different to all the
Yeah.
others, that's got a different Bond actor.
Yeah.
That has a different kind of story, that has a different kind of ending. Like, I think that's quite a nice thing, actually, for Bond. And, it's maybe not advisable going forward, but, maybe if they did, in this period, just a one-off Bond, be it an old Bond or something, where there isn't necessarily a sequel. I know, I don't think it's realistic because I think they would always want there to be something to follow, and they would want, quite rightly, a longer plan.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think maybe it is nice that there's this one-off one, and the one that doesn't, fit in quite with the others.
Yeah.
Overall.
A bold, brilliant outlier, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Unintentional. Yeah.
Love it.
I think as a last thing, I actually brought my Christmas bells.
Sorry. Just what?
I'm having a shocker today. No, I just brought them because I thought it'd be fun to bring them to the Farewell to Arms. And I wondered if we could try playing Do You Know How Christmas Trees Are Grown?
On bells.
On bells together. So what I've got these. You might just need to clear some space.
Right,
lads.
you got it.
What?
We can't sing it.
We don't bin them. Whatever.
Yeah, don't bin them, is that?
The consequences.
Whatever you do, don't touch it.
How many? Oh, right.
All right.
Okay, so I've done it so it's colour coordinated.
Whoa.
It's coordinated, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right. I'm colourblind, so that might...
So,
Is that right? Yeah. And you're tone deaf as well.
This is really
Do you have a
tense,
particular? Have you got us in
actually.
mind what you want us to
Massive
do?
news, that.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, whoa.
so you got the colours. So what we're going to
I'll
do
do
is...
that one.
So,
Yeah.
Because I thought you just meant, can we do it by random?
No, we're going to give it a go. So, Matthew, take the blue.
semitone higher.
Rob, you take this one.
This dark blue, yeah.
Harry, you take the white. The white's just one with no colour. I'll take the orange because it's a terrible one. Tom, you take the red.
Thank you, sir.
And I think that should be... Is there any purple? Oh, there's a purple in there as well.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 if needs be, just because... So...
Just check it works.
Wait.
So,
Basil.
that's my orange, it just didn't colour it.
Is this what we're doing? Is this?
Yes, it's just one.
Is this
Each
the
one is
technique?
one. So when you've got
down.
3, that's
no,
doing
is it?
1, 2, 3.
I think it has to be
That's
this.
such a nice noise.
It
It's
is mine.
a bit,
So festive.
Yeah. So
Right, go on.
let's have a go. Go for it.
D.
Is it D?
CD.
Oh,
Yeah.
so wrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's lovely.
Oh, man. Can't see what I'm doing. Should we try again?
Just because C wasn't in red.
I can't
Yes, is that...
It
right.
will go up and down a bit. Like, let's go again from the start.
Sorry.
I'm.
Okay, let's go again. So,
Wait, so I know.
We can do the la la la.
I'm the D.
You're there.
It was
That
in
was
you,
you
Chris.
there.
It was you.
Right. Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Sorry,
let's
yeah,
go for it
sorry,
again.
You know you're.
Yeah, I'm D. Yeah.
Do you want me to circle?
You're watching
No,
the Farewell at Arms.
After you.
Yes, after me.
Okay, just so I know. Yeah.
So it then goes white, purple, dark blue, red.
Yeah.
Oh, white, it's different.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so...
Yeah. And then the 8, dark blue.
Sorry.
So we so let's go.
Fix it in post. Sorry.
Let's go from the start of it. Let's try the Do You Know Christmas trees are growing.
Dark blue, Rob.
Yeah.
Dark blue. Where are we?
We're going to start from me.
Okay, thank
Go
you.
for it.
Oh, nice.
John Barry.
Wonderful. If you turn over, you'll find Dirty Love.
Dirty Diana, love.
That was so nice.
Do you reckon we could do it all the way through?
Yeah. To finish. It's
It's the grand finale.
Last gulps.
The grand finale.
Woo!
In the back.
Very well done, lad.
That has absolutely solidified it as a Christmas banger. That's in the whole film. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Well,
No one else is doing
Nice one,
that.
John.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
fellas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Have the most
Merry
delicious.
Christmas, Devil.
Merry Christmas, mate. Have a great
Christmas, Rob.
Christmas. Cheers, mate.
Happy Christmas,
Yeah.
Tom.
And Merry Christmas to everyone watching and listening. as
Yeah.
well.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Look at the camera and wave. Look at the camera.
Do a Brosnan pain face. That's with all the peace and love. Peace Bronson.
Great stuff.